Welcome back to FortressCraft Evolved, and I've been digging between the episodes, avoiding that worm over there, and digging between the episodes with all these 3x3 areas, so it's easier to get through, and I'll probably put conveyors in here once we get to that point. I'm not sure if we have enough conveyors. No, I've only got 7 at the moment. So we can, we can see the iron down there. That's where we were previously. The corridor used to come through there. Now it just it goes via, or at least we get to it via another method, which is straightforward. I will move the power transmission a little bit later. Between the episodes, I've also upgraded the conveyors. They're now regular conveyor belt rather than basic. Means they're faster, but the ore extractors are now the limiting point because we've got this upgrade to the smelter. The smelter is pretty fast, but as you can see, the ore extractor isn't. Now we can look at making, I guess, ore extraction upgrades. Let's take a look at those. Okay, so here's the basic drill motor. Let's craft a few of those, 4 of them, let's say. Mission reports, yeah, whatever. Let's just ignore it for now. And then hopefully upgrade down here. Can we just put them in? Standard cutter head, click icon to upgrade. Basic drill motor, there we go. So its speed should be doubled. That still doesn't help terribly because it's still not terribly fast, but better than previous. Okay, let's just get over there. And we can do the same thing over the other side. And again, down at the iron. I'll do the iron later. Don't have to worry about that just yet. Let's just upgrade this one though. So we've got copper and tin coming in. Yep, so double the speed. We don't have a cutter head upgrade yet, but we got faster mining. And all of these are, as I said, regular conveyor now rather than basic. They're grey coloured instead of like a orangey colour, were they? Yeah. So I've also been digging down, and I would like to be able to remove that low storage notification. There is something here where I can say, set this to offline fault warning faults, but it doesn't seem to do anything. If I press T, it changes between true and false, but I think that only really stops the top right notification. So yes. Yeah, that disappears, but I don't seem to be able to get rid of it when it's stopped. I don't really need coal notifications, but yeah, we'll see. The other hole I dug was here, and let me show you all the way down here if I don't kill myself. Let's head down this way. There we go. Still half dead. Let's try that again. Yeah, still not quite sure why it throws me upwards. Maybe it's just lag in the way it does that. And let's try that again. There we go. So I'm now 131 meters down, and the reason that's not one long straight shaft is just every so often I keep hitting ores, and when that happens I need to move over a little bit to get into the next shaft and then dig down some more. I've dug down 3x3 just because I can use the grappling hook. You can use these are the pistons that let you create a lift, but they're quite slow by comparison to the grappling hook. Anyway, down here I've got this corridor heading off this way, and over here is this is lithium. So this is the next thing we actually need. So if I control and right click, I'll be able to pull some lithium in. It's not terribly good at it. Do I have an ore extractor spare? If not, I can make one. Yes I do. Good. Let's put you there. And let's just put that in. Yeah, you're gonna need some power. Is Arthur around? He is. He's just gonna give me some power so I can regenerate. And then add some power to this. Now, what we could do, of course, is just like we have done with the copper and the tin, create conveyor belts. Problem with that down here, I'll show you why and maybe come back to it in a little while. 7, yeah, so let's just put a couple of those down. You get creatures spawning below a certain amount, and I'm playing on normal, and they certainly spawn down here. I think they're called Minox, please correct me if I'm wrong, but they're largely sort of purple balls on stalks, essentially, and they spawn on top of your conveyors, and they eat whatever's on the conveyors. Not something we want. So for now, I'm just going to create this, And I think I'm just going to put a hopper next to it or something along those lines. Can we just put one underneath? That'd be kind of useful. Will you insert? You will. Good. And then we could just maybe use this to put another power block right there. And we can donate power to it. Is Arthur still around to give me more power? He is. Thanks, Arthur. We can fill this up just to give it enough storage to get going. As you can see, it's feeding into the ore extractor next to it, and that's filling up this with lithium. So I've got 10 lithium ore. Let's head back to the surface while that continues to work, and heading back up is generally a little bit less dangerous. So we can just head up wherever we want to. Got some comments recommending a few different playthroughs. I haven't looked at them too much, other than to look at techniques for throwing myself around. Let's just get rid of you. As you can see, this is where I've hit coal, and rather than super dig through it, I thought best to head off to one side. And let's go that way. Oh, that's gone all the way up. Oh, here we go. Okay. It's handy when that happens, but doesn't happen too often. Okay. So, up here then, we should look at the next thing we need to do. We've got lithium, so I should be able to just put lithium into here. I think I've put it onto another belt. In fact, let me just... another hot bar, I should say. Let me just... can I move that around? I just want to make sure I have all the materials on the hot bar. Where is... copper, maybe? Where's copper gone? I'll find it later. Maybe I don't have any ores in my inventory. Anyway, it just means I can select it, choose what I want, so lithium, and then we can put stuff in here. So I can use T to try and store all of it, or I can hold Control to store 1, Shift to control, Shift T to store 10, etc. I get control over it rather than just storing everything. In this case, though, I'm just going to store everything. Let's just take what's in it, just temporarily, and then just make sure I store all the lithium. And then, of course, we can just go back to another material and try and store all that as well. And that will continue to keep working. So let's take everything we can. There's some lithium in there. A bunch of different things we can make with the lithium. Mainly it's the upgrade to our initial stuff, so not necessarily the drill motor and stuff, but in here I think there's lasers, certainly. Yeah, so laser energy transmitter Mark 1, that's an upgrade to whatever we have right now. Needs lithium bars to do that. And do we have anything else in here that needs lithium? I've got a feeling that the Arthur upgrades do. So the solar panel needs lithium, 16 bars. And the charging station needs lithium bars, lets him charge faster. And then, do we have... Yeah, our suit power pack needs 24 lithium bars, so doubles our power capacity. That's a pretty cool thing to have. I want to be able to, you know, store 512 instead of 256. That just needs iron, so we now have plenty of iron, or at least we're going to have plenty of iron. I did test down near the iron level as well, just to see if those NPCs would spawn. They don't seem to spawn near the iron, so I think we would be fairly safe bringing that up by conveyor, rather than just boxing it. So I think I will do that and build some conveyors. So, conveyor belt. Oh, I can craft 25, so let's just do that. Let's craft 75 of them, and we'll be able to do that and get it back up. Alright, so what else do we want to build? Well, we need to make plates. Copper and tin plates, ideally. So I think I've built one of these. Yeah, there it is, on 0. A stamper plant. You'll see if it's on here, it's in this category. Stamper, extrusion, coiler, PCB assembling plant. So the stamper plant just takes tin and copper bars, and I made one. But the extrusion plant needs plates, the coiler plant needs wire, and the PCB assembling plant needs copper coil. You're going to need PCBs for a lot of the other upgrades, so we may as well get that started. So to get started, we're going to build it. I've got a spare hopper here that I'm not doing anything with, so I'm going to put this here and rotate it. So you'll see it's got a direction. It sort of takes stuff from and send stuff to. So it's going to send stuff to this block, It seems like we can just insert from any side though, which is really good. It saves a fair amount of effort. So I'm just going to do this, and we should then have a production line for plates. All I need to do is then go and insert. There we go. So go and insert some tin bars and some copper bars. So again, we can. This is why I was showing you Shift T. You can do Shift T just to sort 20 tin, and then do this for 20 copper, and that's going to start working, as you can see. And in here, we're going to start getting plates. We'll then be able to build the next machine with those, and so on and so on. And then basically those machines connect to each other. So instead of just having to have hoppers in between them, you can just have a long line of things. It doesn't seem to be as complicated as Factorio, where you might have to balance a number of these machines to get the ideal output and then balance everything together. It just seems to be one production chain, at least for now. So yeah, I'll go ahead and build that. What I also wanted to look at is maybe more research. Let's just see. How many points do I have? 56. And there's a bunch of different things I want. I want the slime attractor. That's another way of farming for stuff, so we'll grab that. What is heist? Interesting. Not sure why it transmitted to me and what it's going to transmit to me, more importantly, but that's okay. Diamond focusing lens, we find diamond far down in the caves, so we can use that to upgrade things. So let's just take that, we may as well. Servo motors, excuse me. Let's just see what that unlocks. Press H, click on servo motor, doesn't unlock anything else, okay. And then let's have a look at the rest. So macerators, I assume we're going to work like Minecraft. They, oh no, they don't double ores. Or, it just gets rid of rock and has a chance of turning it into ore. Alright, that's possible. Put on the copper housing, we may as well. Laboratory component. That's going to make us, yeah, so we're going to need that anyway, so we'll take it. And research assembler. Let's take that as well. It's going to need power and PCBs. And for now, I kind of would like the waypoint machine not to get lost, but otherwise, don't know. We'll come back to that. As far as the rest of the research projects are concerned, we can see what else this unlocks. Spiderbot might be useful in future, so that unlocks these two things. And Spiderbot is quite a huge robot, but I don't think I have any weapon upgrades for it yet, so we can hold back on that. Upgraded power grid, again, we may on the basic minor upgrades. This requires the laboratory, so we're going to have to upgrade that first. And let's just take a look. Basic logistics. So that's nothing I need just yet. Upgraded power grid should be something I need, but let's take a look. Yeah, so we can get solar panels to get energy that way. Increased power storage, inductor charger, lots of other stuff would be kind of cool to have. We've got 32 points left, so I don't want to spend into the wrong thing necessarily. But let's just take that, shall we? I was also recommended to take aesthetics because you can then make blocks that let you run around faster. So maybe that's construction paste. And it's only a few points, so we may as well take that, I guess. Don't necessarily need aesthetics just yet, but or spooky aesthetics. Alright, so we've got some research done. We're going to need to now set up the rest of this. How many plates have we got? We got, let's take all the plates we can, so 15 of each. Is that enough to make the next machine across? It's in this category. Extrusion plant, it is, so we can craft that. And I'm probably going to need another stamper plant anyway, just so this can just make plates in case we need it. So that should do fine. And we can set both of those up. So if I, do we have a spare position I can grab power from? Not, well, I suppose there's one here. Yeah, how are we going to get power to go through all of those? Does it transmit through them? That'd be interesting. Let's see if it does. So let's pop you down, turn you this way, and we can put a hopper here, for instance, and do the same thing here. Okay, so that makes a machine. And then do we have a spare hopper? We don't. Let's just see if we can make a couple of hoppers. There we go, storage hopper.
Crafting.
So we can put one here and then one on the end. Okay, now are you going to get power? Do you get energy transmitted through yourself, or do I need to fit? Green lights would indicate so, but yeah, that could just be visual. Let's try this by adding plates, shall we? Alright. Now, does that actually... Can I just pass through plates into the next machine? Do they actually do anything to them? Because normally I would want this to go into that machine, not into the first one. But let's see if they actually produce anything. No, they're just producing tin plate. And that should extrude them into wire. So I guess we'll take this one out for temporarily. So we can't pass through. And are you even going to get any power now? Well, let's see, shall we? Let's put some plates back in. Okay, so will we get wire out of this now? No, that's still producing plates. Okay, if that's not going to work, can we just feed in bars instead of anything else? Let's try that. Where are the bars? Yeah, let's just try, I don't know, bars? Ah, there we go. So we just need to feed in wires, bars, and we get wires out. So that's what's going to be needed for the third thing. Okay. How many of those do we need? Copper wire, and we just need one. I was making tin wire then, not copper, so maybe we'll see if we can get more copper bars. And then we can just fill this with copper bars if I've got them in my inventory. There we are. Let's just change you over maybe. Okay, and we should get copper wire out of that instead of tin wire. Are we going to get that? There we go. One copper wire. Use that, and we should get the coiler plant? Yes, coiler.
Crafting.
Okay, this convert wires into coils. And what do we need for the PCB assembling plant? We need copper coils, so we can extend that out by one. And hopefully this machine is in our inventory somewhere. Yeah, let's just go to a free... Oh, it's already in there. Okay, and that's the correct direction. Okay, so we're getting copper coil. Take that, and we should have the final thing. Where is it? PCB assembling plant. Craft. Get rid of you. And put you here. Put our crate back. And we got a basic PCB. That's pretty good. Yeah. Surprised none of this needs power, or if it's proximity powered. But seems to work without it. So, yeah, I'm happy. I'll wait for that PCB to build a few more. So if anyone knows a good way of placing conveyor belts vertically, quickly, please let me know in the comments. The reason why I say that is I can put in conveyor belts horizontally easily enough. So if I put one there, yeah, and I then just control left click, or is it control right click? One of the two. There we go, control left click. I can place things like that. Doing this vertically doesn't work because the conveyor belts are all facing the wrong direction, and it's not even a direction that can be corrected with R, so yeah, I have a bit of an issue with that. Otherwise, it works fairly well, but I have to just place them manually, which works, but it's not ideal. There we go. So as you can see, I've just been placing them manually like this. Whoops, like this. And then we can carry on going upward one at a time. Not terribly efficient to do this, but it's the only way I know of doing it now. Maybe it's another combination, I don't know. So yeah, do let me know in the comments. I'm going to continue completing this. This is the iron chain. We're going to head all the way up to the top and then across into our base so we get automatic iron production. And then we can't do this with lithium, of course. Whoops, we can't do this with lithium, of course, but you know, I can always pop down there manually to get that sorted. And I'll see you back at the base. Okay, so our PCB production plant, such as it is, has already produced us some basic PCBs, so we can grab that. And then we can use that to make a farm for other resources, in particular slimes. So if you go in here, around here somewhere, let's just look in here, let's just search actually, slime. Is the slime attractor? That just takes one basic PCB and a copper plate, so we can make one of those. And then we're also going to need some more hoppers, aren't we? Let's just delete this search term so I can see things again. There we go. So I'm going to need a lot more iron. And yeah, my iron's coming. It's just not quite here yet. So I need some more copper bars. Okay, and will you let me build any more conveyor belts? 7, is that enough? May not be. Maybe just about enough. Let's give that a go. It's 1 short, but that's okay. So if I take that out temporarily, I can put in a storage hopper and then put in the... I need to build a block down there. Oh, build a block down there. And then we can put a conveyor belt on top of it. Okay. There we go. So we should have automatic iron coming in, and that's just a backlog. The iron miner is not better than the others just yet, but yeah, that backlog should be pretty much taken up by this upgraded smelter. And I can just keep taking stuff out, including iron. Now I'm going to need to go and get some more lithium and choose a place for our slime farm. Now I think I dug out some pit over here, just like a Minecraft mob dropper. Somewhere over here. Did I put it? Yeah, here it is. So 20 odd spaces down is just the floor of this shaft. I hit some copper, so I decided not to go down any further. Otherwise, I need to destroy that or move this mine shaft over, and I couldn't be bothered. So I've got 20 odd down, and we're going to use that slime attractor and again some storage hoppers. So I just need some more copper and tin to get processed, and then I feel I need to fill in this floor. And then we should be all ready. I want to destroy this rock. Don't like it already. Nice flat ground is what we need. That's the Factorio way. I can't build that. Oh, that's going to annoy me. Okay, we'll come back to that. Let me just make some more storage hoppers and then we'll set up that slime farm. Okay, so 1 storage hopper should get us started. We can worry about that later. Just craft 1 of you. And let's go over to that area. And we'll see whether this works. Yeah, we may need some stuff to get it started, but that's fine. Let's pop down. Hopefully I don't kill myself on this stuff. There we go. So as you can see, yeah, we get some copper and some coal. So if we needed power from coal, we could certainly put it down here. So yeah, if I remove you and you, can we put everything we need? So if I put in a hopper here, and then let's say, oh, we want the vacuum on, don't we? Shift E. Okay, so that'll start pulling in items, just like a vacuum hopper in Minecraft. And then where is the item I want? It's this, so we can put that onto the... there. Okay, so it needs ruined organic matter in adjacent storage hopper to start. So let's see if I have any already. Ruined? What is that? Ruined phosphorescent gland? Okay, will that start it? That is right next to it. And it is adjacent. So, are you actually working? Let's see if the creatures... oh, let's see if the creatures are heading towards it. No, they're completely ignoring it, so we definitely don't have enough just yet. Okay, so maybe that's not correct bait. Let's see. Oh, ow. half my health gone. Alright, so let's see if, what are you? Let's see if any of this stuff will work. Do I have anything else organic? Ruined light chitin. Oh, did that start? Ah, that looks like it has started. Okay, and that's active. Fine, so that is now attracting those slime kind of sludge things, and it's already getting stuff in here. Not sure what that is. What are you? Spoiled organic remains. Okay, well, we'll leave that in there and see how well it starts stacking things up. Yep, there, here comes another one. I'm obviously not going to remain around for very much longer. I just want to leave it to get started. There we go, and the hopper picks it up automatically. So, yeah, we've got started. I'm going to get out of here. Apparently it's got a really large range, so I hopefully don't have to... Oh... I need to get out. Let me get out of this place. There we go. Oh no. There we go. I hit the grappling hook sometimes. And just to wrap up, let's upgrade our power, our suit itself with this power pack. That should double our power capacity, and let's craft that. Uses a lot of lithium, but because we've now got a lithium vein, we may as well. And as you can see at the top left, we've got 512 energy, so I can move that into the... Is it, where's the power pack? It's the coil, where's the power pack? Am I just blind? Ah, yes I am. There we go. We can put it to the suit upgrade section, and yeah, we can fill up with much more energy. Alright, so I'm quite happy with that. We got some good progress today. And that's going to be probably the end of the episode. We've got automatic iron coming in, automatic copper and tin. We don't have lithium yet, but we have that going on. And it seems to be the angle that you need when you're going down here. It just depends on the angle you use with your grappling hook. And some angles work very well and others do not. So I'm going to keep trying. See what I mean? Same angle, doesn't work quite as well. Ah, well, I do want to just pop down here. First of all, to look at the lithium, but second of all, to see if those creatures have spawned, just to show you them. Yep, they have. So, those we definitely don't want on our conveyors. So there are a few things we can do. We can build turrets. We can build a turret for Arthur, or that's one of the things we can construct, who can defend the conveyors. But for now, I think I'm just going to come down here manually and take everything we need from these particular hoppers. So yeah, I don't need to worry too much. And of course I can transfer quite a bit more energy. Yeah, there we go. That's feeding into this. So this has got nearly full. That's nearly full as well. So yeah, and Arthur should refill me. In the meantime, we can change to our rifle and hopefully get rid of these things. There we go. So, yeah. I'm not going to need them. Maybe there's a way to get a farm, though, for those. Because if they're going to spawn on just single conveyor belts like that, we could just put, I don't know, vacuum hoppers and a couple of conveyors and some turrets. Not sure if we need to farm them. I'll figure that out between the episodes. But, yeah, so just be careful about building this low down. And but we have plenty of lithium ore now. So I'm probably going to look at the upgrades for Arthur. I think Arthur can just get the solar panel. We need about 20 lithium for that. And then beyond that, we're going to go into the next episode, which is probably building, I think, the research stuff. The laboratory that builds research pods. And then from the research pods, we can then make more good stuff and get more research on the go. Well, here we go. There we go. Yeah, we get more research on the go and then get further in the game. So I hope you'll enjoy this episode. Yep. Feel free to thumbs up if you have. Let me know in the comments if you've got any suggestions. I had plenty of good suggestions on the last one. It's been very useful. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.